Okay, welcome back. I'm going to show you how to export your textures from Zbrush. And first of all, I'll bring this up to the high subdivision again after saving it. And I'll go down to the texture map, new from Polypaint. So all this detail is stored in the Polypaint memory, and I'll just have to transfer it to a texture. So I do new from Polypaint, and you see it's updated the texture here. So now what I do is I clone the texture, and it sends it over to this little tab here where you've got your different textures you can choose. So now that it's over there, it's actually stored up here as well. So there it is. Now to export, I have to flip it vertically. So as you can see, it is upside down compared to the UV maps that I made. So I'll just do flip V, and then I can export. I'll put it in the small chest folder, and I'll call it smallchest.bmp diffuse _ diff, smallchest _ diff, and save it as a bitmap. Okay, so now that that's done, I can go into 3D Max and apply it to the object that I made and see how it looks there. I'll also be using GIMP to enhance the specular maps and create some normal mapping, which I will use Zbrush for some normal mapping, but sometimes I get undesired results because of the way that it calculates the smoothing groups of the model. Kind of like if you've got a flat polygon, then it does too much smoothing towards the edges. Sometimes you don't want it to be that smooth. So until Zbrush supports that side of things a bit better, then I'll just be doing custom specular maps and normal maps using GIMP and XNormal. You can get XNormal from the internet. It's a free download. Just do a little search for XNormal and you'll be laughing. Okay, so I've got 3D Max on. That's kind of froze a little bit here. Yeah, it's kind of froze a big bit actually. There we go. Okay, sometimes it takes a little while to respond. So I'll open the last chest I made, and I'll find my texture. And there you can see it's been applied and doesn't look too bad at all. If you're having trouble getting any detail onto your texture that you see here, then you can go to customize. I think it's under preferences, viewports, configure driver, and there's a background texture size, there's a download texture size. You can do match bitmap size as closely as possible, tick both of those. Okay, and it might not work until you reopen Max, but it should save those settings. Yeah, okay, but that looks pretty good so far. You see I didn't bother putting any colour in the base, you're not really going to see it. Okay, so I need some specular and diffuse maps, specular and normal maps, so I will save this. Save it as chest 12. Okay. And now it's time to export from Zbrush, the normal map. So to do that I have to go down to the first subdivision level, and I'll do flip G. This is really for UDK. I have to flip the green channel and create a normal map. And it basically calculates all the normal details from the higher resolution and bakes them down into the low resolution. So you can see it here. It's not too bad, but we'll see how it looks. So clone normal map, it sends it over to this texture channel again, up to texture, flip V and export. Small chest, BMP, underscore NORM, normal. Okay, and I can test this out in 3D Max. A couple of ways I could to get the normal map into my texture is to activate the bump. When you select the bump file, you actually choose normal bump. Then under the normal part you choose your bitmap, and then you find your texture. Small chest, normal. Okay, you can't see it applied to the model just yet, but you can see it in this sort of preview here. And if we render it, we'll see it with a normal map working. A good way to test it is to put an Omni light in, and about there is fine. You want it kind of close to the front of it, and we'll see how that looks. Okay, because the light's not really getting any shadows on it, it's going right through. In fact, one thing about UDK and 3D Max, for 3D Max you don't have to flip the green when you export from Zbrush, but for UDK you do. So I'll go into the normal bump and I'll reflip the green so it's back to normal. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Okay, another clever thing you can do to enhance the edges is to drag the diffuse into specular level, do a copy, and then see how that looks. And it's enhanced it a little bit, but not perfect. Okay, so that's really for the rendering side of 3D Max. You would do that. Okay, so I'll take this light out. I'll show you another way of doing this. There's a DirectX shader called Exole shader, and I've got it installed in here. So it's just the DirectX shader. I'll discard all material. I'm using the second slot here, by the way, and I'll find where I've put this file, Exole shader 1.6, and you should find it online somewhere. And I want the 1.6 file. There's also a Maya version and a version that doesn't support shadows. I'll just go for the 1.6. And once again I have to put my texture maps in, so I'll choose my diffuse. And make sure I tick this box here. And I go down to normal map, tick the box, and choose the normal. Now when I apply this to the object, it's actually a live shader of how it should look. And you can see those normal maps are really emphatic, they're really strong. So what I could do as well is I'll load the diffuse into the specular map. It's something I kind of like doing, and it calms things down a great deal. I can also multiply that up a little bit, and that pretty much passes for a specular map. 2 is probably pretty decent as well. I can flip the green channel and see what kind of difference I get. So if I add a light, you'll see how better that looks. Okay, so that looks pretty good so far. Now the way I need to export this is so that the lid can open and close, so I'll have to separate these objects, plus the padlock will need to be separated so it can either be put on or detached when the player opens the chest. So yeah, it's good to have fun just messing about with these numbers. See how it looks in different strengths. Whoa. I'm just using a little slider here. Okay. Flipping the green is always a little bit annoying. Never know what way it's meant to go. But anyway, that's pretty much wraps up this video. And next video I'll show you how to make your own specular normal maps using XNormal, all from the diffuse map. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.